Alright guys, Be Like Me, we're back with more Watch Dogs. We're doing a risky bet, is that the name of this? A risky bid, right? A risky bid. But yeah, let's continue on. We're nearing the end of Act 2, which is the longest act in the game. I mean, the first two acts are the longest acts in the game. Acts 3 and 4 are not. I mean, what? Act 1 is nine missions. This is like 15. And Chapter 3, I think, is like 6 or so, or 6 or 8, and then the other one is the other number, 6 or 8.
Relax. Do what you have to do. Don't make a circus of it.
What a creepy fucker, really.
My men are stretched.
Your men are expendable, Mr. Rank. Business must proceed. Meantime, find out who killed my men. That's all.
Mr. Crispin.
Okay.
Would you excuse me?
Of course.
Our honored guest has arrived.
Mr. Quinn, unfortunately I can't stay.
Ian, hasn't he seen us in this exact same clothing? Like, what made him think that it was a good idea not to change and stuff?
My associate, Mr. Rank. He's a loyal soldier.
Like, obviously he didn't see our face because we covered our face with a bandana or whatever, but it's like he saw the rest of our body in the same clothing and everything.
I see. Someone flexing his power.
Mr. Rank sees it as an auction. He sees rewards. Experience has taught me not to be manipulated.
I talked about this at the end of the last episode, but I was like trying to think of like generation defining games. Like, because again, with like the previous eras, there's been those games that define that generation. And I feel like this generation, there really isn't that many. Like, there's great games, obviously, there's really good games, but there's not like any game that I say, you know what, that's the game of the generation, or that's one of the games of the generation. I think The Witcher 3 is the only one. While, like, with last generation, like, there were a good chunk. I mean, there was, like, Bioshock, there was The Last of Us, there was Uncharted 2. There's others, but can't really think of them. I mean, Mass Effect 2. Even Assassin's Creed 2, I would say, is, I mean, up there. I wouldn't say it's, like, the top.
It's a tracking device beneath the skin.
Like, one of the top games. That I think it's within the top 10, though. I think Fallout 3, Skyrim, again. Like, again, there's just so many. There were so many, like, not genre, fuck. There's so many, like, generation, defining games last generation. And I don't really feel like there is any this generation. And it feels kind of, I mean, there's very few this generation.
I'll send help.
Okay. Wait, what? Oh. Okay. Yeah, I really thought this was a lot later in the game. Again, there are great games. Like, just looking at the collection, there's a whole bunch of great games. I mean, but, oh yeah, Arkham City is another one from last generation. But it's like, this generation, what do we have? I mean, like, I love Assassin's Creed Origins, but again, not a generation-defining game. Like, it's not a game that the gaming community really looks at as like a masterpiece by any means. I mean, you got Bloodborne, I guess. But again, I don't feel like that's really. Fuck up. No. Like, Bloodborne to me though doesn't feel like big enough in my mind. I don't know, what else is there? I mean, like, I know Dragon Age Inquisition won a whole bunch of Game of the Year awards that year, but that was just because that year sucked. I mean, like 2014 was, again, a pretty weak year. Not a terrible year like I initially thought after, like, looking at all the games that came out in 2014. But it's just a game, I mean, it's just a year that, like, didn't have any mind-blowingly great game. Like, it had, like, a lot of okay games. Like, it had Watch Dogs. It had, what else came out that year? Was it, like, Walking Dead Season 2, I believe? The Wolf Among Us. Like there was stuff. It's just like, again, nothing. Oh, yeah, there's Infamous Second Son. So, there were things that came out that year. It was just nothing really mind-blowingly great. Fuck. So is this where the boss battle that like is really fucking annoying is? Okay. Okay.
I better restock my weapons. Everyone's
Probably.
out to kill me now.
Okay. Yeah, with this generation, I mean, and looking at the collection, I mean, I really don't know what there is. I mean, there's, I love Final Fantasy 15, but again, I don't feel like that's a game that defines this generation. I mean, there's Horizon Zero Dawn, I guess, but and like, the thing about Horizon Zero Dawn is that it's so inspired by The Witcher 3. That's like, The Witcher 3 is already on that list, in my opinion. I feel like it's just kind of weird to also have Horizon Zero Dawn on that list. Like if I was to make a list of like the games that define the generation, just because it's so inspired by it. Okay. Oh, we gotta escape. Okay. Ah, fuck. There we go. Where's this go? Okay. If I remember right, this was kind of tough, wasn't it? 'Cause there's a lot of guys here.
Hey. This motherfucker needs to be dropped once and for all. Find him!
Nothing here. Moving on.
Go and get him.
Is this where the boss battle is? I feel like it is, but I'm not 100% sure.
Gotta find that motherfucker.
Fuck.
See a damn thing. I'll look over here.
Okay. There we go. And again, like Persona 5 and Nier Automata, both great games, but I feel like it's kind of tough to call them games of the generation just because of how they weren't really. I mean, they were well received, obviously, but I feel like they weren't games that the entire gaming community looks at as like masterpieces. Like I feel like it's great for like the niche market that they that played them, but not everyone was really into it. Fuck. Fuck. Okay. Fuck. Okay. Okay. Oh fuck, I know there's a guy right there. Okay. Guy's up there. There we go, got him. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where the boss battle is, right? I mean, not this exact area, but it's within this section of the game.
Nobody plays unless you find them.
Okay.
Find them and put a clip in them. Don't take no chances. Fuck, get off of me!
How is he not dead? Okay, fine. And, you know, like, I think a game like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and like Super Mario Odyssey, those could be genre-defining game or generation-defining games. But the problem with those is that where do they fit within the generation? Considering, like it's like Nintendo. Because Nintendo released a Switch in the middle of this current generation, so it's like it's kind of weird. Because their initial console for this generation was the Wii U. Like the Wii U failed, obviously, and then they brought the Switch out, which is obviously a much better console. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know how that.
Fuck this guy!
How is he not dead? Okay. Well, that didn't work.
Time to fuck this guy up.
And oh yeah, God of War is definitely up there as well. Like I think God of War and The Witcher 3 are probably the two top games of the generation in terms of impact. I mean, I think Horizon Zero Dawn, at the end of the day, I did think Horizon Zero Dawn will also, like, if I'm talking about like games that, like the most influential games from this generation, I mean, I think The Witcher 3 is definitely number one. Like, I don't even think it's even close. And then, but after that, and to be honest, actually, maybe even Dark Souls. I mean, like, Dark Souls isn't this generation, but I mean, like, because the thing about Witcher 3 is that even though Witcher 3 obviously inspired a whole bunch of games, a whole bunch, like, Witcher 3 in its own was inspired a lot by Dark Souls. So it's like, it's surprising too, because Dark Souls, I mean, when Demon Souls came out, it's like almost no one cared about it. It's like, it was a fine, like, it was a good game, it was a really good game, but it's like no one really cared about it. And it wasn't until Dark Souls came out that it really started to pick up steam, and I really don't know why. Like, I still don't get exactly why that was the case. Well, obviously Fortnite is becoming the influential game, which is like really disappointing, really, because I mean, it's Fortnite. I don't play multiplayer games, and even if I did, I don't think I would play Fortnite anyway. But and obviously that's what's causing this whole bunch of things with the battle royale and all that shit. I kind of did.
We got the numbers here.
Shit. How should I do this? Let's try this.
Oh, fuck, this actually...
There we go. Yeah, this is a long section, isn't it? Okay, that gun was just floating in the middle of the air. But, oh shit, I didn't even see them there. If I make it through this, I'm gonna be really fucking lucky. Nah, shit. I was like one bullet away. Damn it. It's gonna put me all the way back. Yeah, of course.
Time to fuck this guy up.
Well, shit.
I got y'all covered.
Okay.
Hey, you! Stop right there!
Yeah, what are the most influential? Like, I'm trying to think of like most influential like recent games. Obviously I think Fortnite, but even though I think it's actually a bad thing, but whatever. I mean Fortnite. Witcher 3, I mean I think is very influential. I mean I think God of War is gonna end up becoming pretty influential, especially because after they see after companies see how well it sold. I feel like that's a game that's definitely going to be looked upon fondly, and people are trying to replicate and everything. I don't know what else though. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't even know what else would be. Because the thing about like something like Uncharted 4, like while I think it's great, I don't feel like many games are thinking like, you know what, I'm gonna try to make the next Uncharted.
I got your backs.
Ah, fuck.
Headshot. Ain't no thing. I don't feel nothing. Shit, man.
Oh, that killed him? Okay.
Ain't even gonna see it coming. Bitch about to get his head blown off.
Ah, no, wrong button. Shit.
This ain't working, gonna need some help! Right.
Come on, bitch. I'm getting tired of you ducking me. I got your backs.
Okay.
I found his ass! Ah, God damn, he's jumping like a motherfucker! I put a slug in that motherfucker!
Oh, he's dead anyway. Okay, that was a waste. Cool. No. No! Fuck! God damn it. What's annoying about this is that we have to do it all over again. It's like, really, like, once we clear out the people on the outside, there should be a checkpoint. Ah, fuck off.
Time to fuck this guy up.
Eyes open, man. Stay awake
Okay.
just in case, bro. What the?
There we go.
Better check this shit out.
Yo, don't let your guard down. If I find someone back there, I'm gonna fucking shoot you in the face.
Okay.
About to get the horn. Hey, you still alive? Head out, block the line. Come on, yo. This about to get one right between the eyes. Oh, y'all roll out. I got you from here.
I got this fool's scope.
Okay, well, that's not good. Not lure. Should probably make these, though. Fuck. Ah. Alright. Okay.
Time to fuck this guy up.
Watch your back, fella.
So I believe Big Brother starts exactly a week from today, right? So that's interesting. Oh fuck. No, we're screwed. Okay. Yeah, Big Brother starts next week, which that should be some fun. Yeah, I mean, not really much to say, really. We'll see what the twist is. Supposedly, what the social media thing that they were talking about in the commercials isn't the actual twist, so that's cool. Hopefully, it's not something even worse. You know what? Actually, let's just try to run. Does that actually work? Wow, that's really mind-blowing.
Motherfucker gonna get his ass.
Oh, this is actually going decently. Holy shit. Did we actually get through that? Holy fuck. I'm shocked. I did not think that was even possible. Can we just run out of the area? I didn't think that we could. Okay, fine. Where's the checkpoint? Is it gonna send us all the way back? I have a feeling it is. No, okay. Wow. That's not bad. I'm surprised. Like, we were actually able to get through all that. Okay. Now we just need to escape. Wow, I'm surprised we were able to do it that way. Like, we literally just ran past them. Okay, where the fuck's the way out, though? I guess this is the way out, isn't it?
911, please
So we went
state
this
your
way.
emergency.
There's a big shootout going on at the Barrows in Brandon.
Oh, we got it.
All units.
So I guess this isn't where the fight is. Oh yeah, because the fight doesn't take place until after the bedbug stuff.
Cops will find those girls and get them someplace safe. As for those bidders, any slip past the bus, they'll end up on my plate eventually.
Okay. There we go. That took the entire episode. But we did that. Another skill point. How many do we have? We should have a decent amount. 6. Okay. What should we try to get? I think this would be nice, but I don't know, there's kind of other stuff I want to get. I kind of want to get that. Let's do that. Because there's going to be a mission pretty soon that it would be really helpful to do that. Let's see. Demolitionist, blast radius, improve focus. I don't really need that stuff. This is just the weapon expert sort of stuff. Wait, was it? Catch one criminal. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't care about doing that. So I guess hacking is probably what we're gonna look at here. No, we don't need the ATM boost. We don't need money. Disrupt enemy comms. That's not bad. Oh, we've done everything on this skill tree. Okay. Let's do that. Okay.
Keep an eye out for these guys and run them through the profiler. Then I can expose them for what they've done here. And shut down this ring.
So there's 18 more missions still.
Jax has
So that was the halfway
I'm
point,
very worried.
mission-wise.
I was going to call the police, but I wanted to call you first.
No, that's good.
Is this where
He does
we
this
deal with him?
sometimes.
Because if it is, this is where the
Ride the trains.
the missions,
Don't
the
worry.
fucking
I know how to find them.
Please call
proximity
me once you know
things
anything.
become important.
We really should involve the police if you can't find him.
It's going to be fine. Really. I was worried Jax would do this. He's not a kid that sits still. He's got a lot of his uncle in him.
So this is the mission then, isn't it?
Searching for his mother. Where'd he go?
Okay.
There he is.
Why is his last name Pierce? Does that mean that, like, she didn't know who the father was or something? If his last name is Pierce? Alright, let's go. Okay, this drives really shilly. Okay. Oh no, he's scared.
Hang in there, kid. I'm coming for you.
Okay. Oh, we're still far away. Okay. Yeah, we'll probably just drive there and then end the episode once we get there. Fuck. Well, that didn't work at all. Okay, this is gonna backfire, isn't it? I guess not necessarily. Alright, we're good. Kind of. Okay, what? How'd we die? Okay. Alright, where are we? He's all the way up here, right? Let's take that car. Even though it's probably going to drive really terribly. And actually, it's pretty good. You know, what I don't get is, like, was it on purpose for some of these cars to drive terribly or not? That's why I want to know. Because, like, the cars do drive differently, obviously, based on what type of car you get. But, like, some of them just drive so terribly. And it's like, I'm really wondering if it was, like, on purpose. Fuck off. Like, obviously they don't drive anything like real cars, but... actually, you know what? I think we'll end the episode here. Next episode, we will go and start the mission, but I guess for now, thank you for watching.